Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of the Minecraft add-on series. And hold on, I can't really see you. Let me pop on my mining helmet. Today, we're going to be talking about Essentials by Unlinked. And to do so, we're going to need to head back out of our mine and begin. Let me just pop up here very quickly. So, like any add-on, as you know at this stage, you spawn with a book, and this one's a little different because it's not just information. As you can see here, all the different things. Scroll through quickly just so you can see them. There's tons here, so we won't be going through all of these today. I've prioritized the ones that I want to use in the series, but as you can see, there's tons here. So it's not just information, there are also settings. You can control what add-ons are turned on for your world. So there's one here, for example, that I don't want to have. Where is it? Anyway, the point is you can turn these off at your own discretion. So ore breaker, tree breaker, these are turned on. And you know, what are those? So as part of this add-on, you get this new tool as well, the diamond paxel, and we can use that as an axe, a pickaxe, and a shovel. So for today's video, I'm gonna just use that. There's also something really cool here as well as the flashlight, but you can't really see it because we're up here. But there's a few tools in this add-on, but the main thing is the functionality of it. So if I break this tree, you'll see that it breaks. It cores the whole tree in one go. I come over here, I do the same thing, this should work. The whole tree comes down. Let's pick up all this timber. So, in the settings, you can essentially come in here, turn it off, turn it on, but there's also auto replanting, so tree replanting. So what should have happened here, providing that I have saplings in my inventory, which I did, so I don't know why it didn't work, is that it should automatically plant a new sapling here. So when you cut down a tree, it will core out the wood, and then if you have a sapling in your inventory, it will replant the saplings. So let's just try again quickly to show that. Because I did a test run before this video, and it worked, and this time it didn't. So we're just stuck here. Bring up our paxel. It might be an issue with the paxel. And there you go. Okay, so there's just something iffy over here. You cut down a tree, you have a sapling in your inventory, it replants a sapling. Perfect. Now, leaves. I like to keep leaves on because leaves mean saplings, but there is a setting in here too where you can turn off the leaves. Basically, it breaks all the leaves. So when you cut the tree down, it will take... so let's turn it on just to show it. We have tree breaker on, which means it will core the tree. We have tree replanting, so it should replant a sapling and it should break all the leaves, right? So let's just try very quickly and prove that out. So I plant a tree, I chop it down, all the leaves are gone, and it replants a sapling. It might have been a little bit quick, so I'm going to show it again. This is an elevator, so I jump to come up, I crouch to go down. You can see it's actually covered up, but it's directly above us there. So, on to the next thing. We have ore breaker. So, ore here in front of us, diamond pickaxe, all in one go. And I suppose to showcase it in real time, because we're in creative obviously, now we're in survival, it works in survival. Give me all those diamonds. So, do I have a diamond hoe on me? I think we can use this paxel. We have our wheat here, so let's see here, do we have it on? Crop replanting, right? So, because I've seeds in my inventory, when I break a crop, it plants. Break a crop, it plants. All the way through. And then with your paxel, you can come along and till the earth. Happy out. So obviously you can see it doesn't plant the seeds as you till it, but it is a big step up from just breaking your crops and whatever. So what I should have done, and apologies for this, let's go back into creative, is to demonstrate the next tool. So we still have our flashlight on, that's why we can still see. It's daytime, so it doesn't really work, obviously, but it worked down in the caves. This is an ore scanner. So you have in the green there, emeralds, diamond, and lapis. And basically what this does is you shoot out essentially a radar, and you see, can it pick up any blocks? So you can see I'm shooting out a beam. Hopefully you can see that. Basically sending out a signal to try and find an ore. If it hits the ore, it will return a signal. Yes, there's there's diamond nearby, and it's 8.2 blocks away. So come over here, 20.6 blocks away, and that seems to be just out of range. There you go, 28.6. So I'd imagine it's something like 30 blocks. I don't think we'll use this because this is essentially just short of the X-ray mod, right? I don't know how I feel about this one, so I don't think we'll use it in our world, but I did want to showcase it. So, something else cool about this mod is you can be like Aragorn approaching Helm's Deep. You can open double doors with one click, so we can push the double doors open and be the coolest guy ever. Which I think is handy for like cows and stuff. I haven't tried it on fences, but you know, when you're trying to pull a cow in here, getting the doubles open can be hard sometimes, I guess. But it's just cool. It's just a handy little fixture. Here, another one similar to our ore breaker. We have sand, and you can see there is a limit to it. You know, it's not infinite, and that's controlled in here as well. So if we come in here very quickly, come down, sand breaker. And what's very interesting about this one is that you can decide what material it affects. So I have sand turned on, gravel turned on, and I have clay turned on. I don't have dirt, right? So if I do dirt here, nothing happens. It just breaks one block as normal. Yeah. Let's go back into the book, come into settings, sand breaker. Let's turn on dirt and grass blocks as well. What the hell? Come in, Paxel. There you go. And you can see it appears to be a 3 by 3 by 3 area that it breaks. Now, to showcase as well, I almost forgot. In this mod, we have sideway stone slabs. And you can see here exactly what that means. They are half slabs, or slabs, that are vertical. So we have our normal slabs, right? Come in here. Stone slab. This is our normal slab. Everyday Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft, that's what we have. We essentially have these, turn them 90 degrees, you have a vertical slab. And this is something I'm very excited about. For building forts and towers and stuff. It gives us a lot more power, so just wanted to showcase that here, where you can actually see the transition between a normal block and a half slab. Okay, so something that I'm also very interested for myself, rather than you guys, is this ability. You can change, within the settings here, you can change how you mine. So if I come down here, see there's tons, we've got a few things turned on. Death waypoints, you can turn on your chunk borders, I guess, so you can see, you know, where you're building or what you want to keep rendered at all times. Tool replacement, I haven't looked at this one, but I think it's basically so your tools, if you have materials in your inventory to make a new tool, it automatically does that for you. Lava reflow, that means basically lava acts like water. You can get an infinite lava source, you know, doing a 1x3 or a 2x2 lava source. Double door opening, as I said, my man Aragorn. Automatically updating map. I haven't looked at this one myself now. I'm not sure what that's about. I think if you have a map in your inventory, rather than having it in your hand, it just updates for you as you move around. But let's get back to the one I want to talk about. So in here, again, similar to the Sandbreaker, we have all the different rock types that we want to mine. Obviously, I only have stone turned on, and this is what I love. Width, so obviously across the bottom here, 3. Height, that's your z-axis. Sorry, your y-axis in this game, actually. It's normally z in the real world. Apologies. You've got your y-axis here. 3 high. And then our depth is 1. So if I do this, we now have, we just mined out a 3 deep, 3 high, and 3 wide hole. 3 by 3 by 3, 9 blocks. Basically 9 blocks cubed. It's technically 27, isn't it? But you get what I'm saying. It's 3 by 3, which is 9, and then multiply that by 3 again, 9. The math ain't mathin'. Again, you come in here very quickly down to the bottom, Stonebreaker, resize, and let's do a height of 2. Oh, really? Oh, well, that knocks that on the head, doesn't it? Okay, so this is just 1 or 3. Apologies for that. You do have a depth of 2. 1, 2, 3. And then obviously a width of 1 and 3. Okay, so what I was hoping to do is a 2 by 1, basically a door. So if you want to make like a strip mine, rather than doing 3 by 3 all the time, you could do 2 high, 1 wide, and 3 deep, for example. But we can't do that. We can only do 3 by 3, which is fine. That works for me. And that's going to be very, very helpful for off-screen mining, basically, so that it's nice and quick. It saves me a lot of time. I'm not sure how it works in terms of durability. So let's just quickly come in here. Game mode 0. Yep, that's correct. So you can see we have used our pickaxe a little bit. So if I come in here, I wonder, does it go down faster? Does this count as 1 click, or does it count as 9, you know? I'm not sure, but we can figure that one out. And the latest thing that I'm excited about is these capture cubes. Why are you running? So again, I don't know if we'll use them that much in this game, but I think you'll understand the power of them. We're in our lovely gated area here. The mobs are annoying us. Pick them up, place them back down again. And they are consumable. It's not like a tool that you can just keep spamming and reusing. There you go. And out you go. So that's just a few things for the Essentials mod. Very, very useful. Very, very helpful. And I can't wait to implement it into our River World. So that's the main ones that I want to focus on. As I said, will we use this? Maybe not. Will we use this? Maybe not. I don't think we're going to use this one, just because I feel like it's a little bit cheaty. But we might use this for transporting villagers. The Paxel's cool. I'm not too bothered by it. But the other things, cutting down trees, breaking ores, and breaking stone, very, very useful. And again, the half slabs are going to be very, very, very handy for when we build our, different areas and different villages and stuff like that. There's a lot more to this mod than I touched on today. If you want to hear more about it, I guess, let me know and we can look into it more. You'll see me use it in our Forever World as well, so check that out. And yeah, if you're interested in this add-on, as I said, this is Essentials by Unlinked. It's 490 mine coins, which is roughly €5 as of July 2025. And I think I'll leave it here. I'm going to go back to mining in my super flat creative world. But you can see just before we do, how useful this is. Like, the dynamic lighting paired with the mining helmet is actually really cool. And again, or breaker for the win. So until next time, guys, you know, take it easy, spread love and peace, and I'll catch you in the next one.